Most welcome student. This is Utkarsh Tiwari, chemistry faculty. Now student, we are coming the modern concept of atomic model, and this is wave nature of electron. And wave nature of electron is actually given by de Broglie. And according to de Broglie concept, any moving particle means like electron behave as a wave. We know that a wave energy represented by Planck energy, this is h nu, and particle energy is represented by Einstein energy means E is equal to mc square. So according to de Broglie concept means particle energy mc square is equal to h nu. So mc square is equal to h nu. We put it over here. So mc square is equal to hc upon lambda, because we know that nu is equal to c upon lambda. C cancel. So formula become mc is equal to h upon lambda. Means we know that this is a particle, c is actually velocity of electron, and we know that particle energy is actually this is v. So in place of c we put over here, so mv is equal to h upon lambda. Means we can also write lambda is equal to h upon mv. Means lambda is inversely proportional to momentum. We know that lambda is a behavior of wave and momentum is a behavior of particle. So if any particle has a momentum, so it get wavelength, and means it behave as a wave. So according to this one we can prove that a particle which have a momentum, it has also get the wavelength. Clear? It means behave as a wave. Now after that we are coming the next point, which is related to the same one. This is a wave nature of electrons. Now student, we are find out the relation with energy, means relation of de Broglie wavelength with energy. So student, here we know that kinetic energy K is equal to half mv square, means v square is equal to 2 ke upon m, means v is equal to square root ke upon m. So we put the value of velocity in a de Broglie equation, means lambda is equal to h upon mv. We put the value of v, then we get the formula lambda is equal to h upon square root 2 ke into m, means kinetic energy into m. Means kinetic energy, we can also know that it is equal to potential energy, means q into v. So in place of ke we also put the value of qv. So next equation, this is the second equation, you know that, and after that we get the third one. This is related to potential energy qv. So lambda is equal to h upon square root 2 qv into m. Now this is the relation of energy with a de Broglie constant. Now after that we are coming the some particles and its relation with the de Broglie wavelength, and this is a shortcut method. You can use it in a different questions which is coming related to that one. Now for the first one we are talking about the neutrons. So lambda value is equal to 0.0286 upon square root v nanometer. And similarly we can calculate it for alpha particle. This is coming 0.0101 upon square root v nanometer. Clear? For a gas molecule we can also find out the de Broglie wavelength. This is lambda is equal to h upon square root 3m kt. M is mass of gas, k is, this is a constant, this is called a spring constant, and T is absolute temperature. Clear? So here student, we know that what is the nature of electrons, means we find out with the help of the de Broglie constant. If any particle which is moving, it behave as a wave, it never behave as a particle. Actually here we are talking about the wave nature of electrons. Clear? Now after that we compare the classical and modern, then we find out electrons have a two nature. On the basis of the classical concept, it behave as a particle, and modern concept means on the basis of the de Broglie constant, it behave as a wave. So it means it show the two nature. This is called a dual nature of electrons. It means a classical concept, it behave as a particle, and on modern concept it behave as a wave. Clear? So we can say that it has a two characteristic. This is called dual nature of electron. Now after that we are coming the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Now see it. Now student, we are discussing about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So this is the actually Heisenberg uncertainty principle explain the it is impossible to determine the momentum and position of small particle accurately and simultaneously. Clear? Now here actually we are talking about the nature of electron. क्लासिकल कॉन्सेप्ट में इलेक्ट्रॉन की पोजीशन भी बताई गई थी, मूवमेंट भी बताया गया था, जो एक ड्रॉबैक था उसी को हाइजेनबर्ग ने एक्सप्लेन किया कि कोई भी चीज़ मूव कर रही है, जिस तरीके से मान लीजिए हम लोग फ़ैन की बात करें तो वो सर्कुलर वे में मूव करता है, तो अगर मूव कर रहा होता है तो उसका मोमेंटम हम लोग बता सकते हैं, उसकी पोजीशन नहीं बता सकते। ठीक है, अगर रुका होगा तो उसकी पोजीशन बता सकते हैं, मोमेंटम नहीं बता सकते। सो इट मीन्स हाइजेनबर्ग एक्सप्लेन दैट if any particle like electron is moving, so we can only explain its position, we cannot explain its momentum. If a particle is moved, so we can explain momentum, we cannot be explain its position. Clear? This means both things we cannot be explained simultaneously and accurately. So he was giving the equation delta p into delta x is greater than equal to nh upon 4 pi, and here delta p means uncertainty in a position, momentum, and delta x, this is the uncertainty in a position. N means number of shell as Planck constant. We put the value of delta p, so this is coming m delta v into delta x greater than equal to nh upon 4 pi. So we momentum, in place of momentum we can also put the value of delta E means energy, uncertainty in energy, and delta x is greater than or equal to nh upon 4 pi. यानी कि किसी मूविंग चार्ज पार्टिकल के लिए उसकी पोजीशन और मोमेंटम एक साथ एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकते. दिस इज द conclusion of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Clear? Now student, this is the last point of the topic. Tomorrow I am coming the next video with it related to modern atomic structure, and this is concept of shell, subshell, and orbital. Clear? Now this is the end of the video. Thank you and thanks a lot.